The race to nominate Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court has begun, and with it a vision for a conservative high court.
Barrett's nomination would swing the high courts towards a conservative majority, and social issues like gay marriage are on the docket.
Delaware Senator Chris Coons spoke during today's hearings about the significance of overruling Obergefell versus Hodges, the 2015 case that legalized gay marriage.
Just a day after we celebrated Coming Out Day nationally, stripping LGBTQ individuals of what Justice Kennedy memorably called equal dignity in the eyes of the law. This is what I believe is at stake with this nomination.
And current Justices Thomas and Alito spoke out against the decision in Obergefell just last week, saying it infringes upon the rights of those who have religious obligations to same-sex marriage. I spoke to Miles Huff, who says his very way of life is threatened by such a reversal.
For everyone changing their Facebook profiles to, it had this rainbow filter on it.
It's a day that gave Miles Huff what he says hope and empowerment.
That one day I would be able to have a wedding and that I would be able to have the same rights as everyone else around me.
It's the day in 2015 that made gay marriage legal.
It feels nice to legally be married.
Huff is newly married. He and his husband tied the knot 2 months ago.
Courts have a vital responsibility to the rule of law.
With confirmation hearings underway for Amy Coney Barrett, many Democrats are worried she could help the court overturn the right to marry.
I do think it was so interesting that the Democratic line of attack seems to be to say people are scared and frightened. It's as if they're trying to create a panic.
The lives of LGBTQ persons don't affect them in any way.
Reverend Anna Golladay is an advocate for the LGBTQ community. She was kicked out of the Methodist Church in February of 2018 for performing a gay marriage. She says potentially overturning same-sex marriage leads to bigger issues.
We are looking at the rights of these human beings being substantially overturned in all aspects of their life.
I mean, this could mean that we would have to move. It could mean that we're taking very intentional actions right now to make sure that we have legal power of attorney set up for one another so that if our marriage wasn't legally recognized, that we would still be safe.
In today's hearings, Republicans focused on Barrett's record and her qualifications, while Democrats said a conservative appointment like Barrett could put the Affordable Care Act in jeopardy. Barrett is also the woman to be nominated to the High Court. She would also be the first mother of school-aged children to serve. She spoke about her 7 children several times today and was commended by senators for her exceptional work in and out of the courtroom.
I ask myself how I would view the decision if one of my children was the party that I was ruling against.
Since taking the bench, I appreciate that you have written over 100 opinions and have participated in over 900 appeals. I appreciate that many times you've probably done this with the child in your arms, on your hip, or somewhere in tow.
Barrett is also the 5th woman to be nominated to the Supreme Court. Hearings in the Senate Judiciary Committee will continue through Thursday. Then Chairman Lindsey Graham can move for a committee vote. The committee is expected to vote on October 22nd, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is expected to schedule a vote by October 29th.